Hi guys, so I wasn't gonna vlog this because I feel like nobody cares. I read romance, you guys are on my channel for romance recommendations, that's what I do. But I've picked up this book, so I thought for all you romance readers out there who don't pick up high fantasy, you might wanna know what it's like to read high fantasy as a romance reader. I have no idea if there's any romance in here, but I'm 200 pages in and I'm like, I need to share my thoughts out loud because I have 3 other friends who are reading this right now. Chantel from K-Books is reading it. She thinks it's boring. She's ahead of me. Natalie from The Truth About Books is reading it. I just forgot her channel for a second. And she says it's okay, and she reads a lot more fantasy than I do. So I think she's enjoying it. She just said she could totally see why I was struggling with it. And then my friend Sammy from Fragrant Pages is also reading it from Instagram. So I'll link all 3 of them down below. And Sammy's just a little bit behind me. We started at the same time. And she reads, I think, more high fantasy than I do because she's enjoying it more. Melissa from She's an Open Book recently read this and asked me how it's going, so I told her. There were like 5 other people that messaged me on Instagram when I said I was reading it because I was complaining. I was 100 pages in and I was like, I am so bored because there's not a whole lot happening and I don't know what the purpose is. Like Mistborn, they had an end goal and I really enjoyed Mistborn. I don't know what the end goal of this book is. Like, what is the point of following these characters? Why are they connected? How are they connected? I don't love how fantasy books have so many different points of view and then they all intertwine at some point in the end and you're like, oh, that's why. I don't love that because I don't like not knowing. So it's fine. I'm gonna try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. We have our main character, Cal. We have Shalyn, which is a girl. And then we have Kaladin. I'll call him Cal. And I was finally getting into their characters. I'm like, okay, like, I feel bad for Cal. Like, what's happening? Shal is what I'm gonna call her. I already forget her name. I was getting into her character. I was like, oh, what's she doing? Why she's doing that? And then we get to book 2, part 2, whatever, and it changes characters. And I'm like, I just started getting into these characters and now I have completely different characters. So they're like related in some way to Shal and Cal. What was her name? Shalyn? Shalyn. I don't know what is wrong with me. I just can't do names. You all know I'm horrible at names. When I do wrap-ups, I literally can't remember a single character's name. But I'm just annoyed that we changed parts. So that means we change points of view with completely new characters. And I'm like, why is this happening? So we'll see how this goes. I know Olivia from Olivia's a Latte loves this book. So, and I'm pretty sure Kristen from Super Space Chick also loves this book. And I'm scared it's gonna be another Name of the Wind where I hated that book. I didn't hate it, I gave it 3 stars. I was like so bored for like all of that book. And this one's 1,000 pages. I'm on page 170 and I'm planning on reading a lot tonight. My sister's at work, so she works night shift. When she leaves, I can read and not be distracted or not feel guilty that I'm ignoring her because we typically like watch some TV together or something. So I'm also getting really distracted by my phone because when I get bored, I want to check my phone. So I'm gonna do what Riley does. I'm name dropping like a million channels right now, but Riley Marie will set a timer on her phone and she cannot touch her phone until the timer goes off. So I think I'll do that. Maybe I'll set like an hour timer and I cannot touch my phone. That's probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna get more reading done. I wanted to finish this in 3 days and I'm already on day 2 because I read 50 pages yesterday before falling asleep. So this is gonna be fun. And you all get to do it with me. Hi guys, so I have my book spread out here. It's still slow, but we are getting more of Cal's perspective, which I'm glad. And Syl, it's S-Y-L, is probably my favorite character. I'm very intrigued by her and like what her deal is and her connection with Cal. So I'm liking that. I don't care about the king and like that hunting party. I was like, what's the point of this? Really, what's the point of anything that's happening? I'm 221 pages in, which is sometimes the length of a full book. And it's all been exposition. I feel like there's nothing that like this book is building towards, I guess. Like Mistborn, I keep on comparing to Mistborn because that's the other Brandon Sanderson book I've read, and Steelheart, but like That's different. Mistborn, you know that they're like coming together to do something. And in this one, I don't know what they want to do. They're literally just like surviving. And is that really a plausible point for a book? I don't think so. I don't know. I've never read a fantasy that didn't have like an end goal. And this doesn't have an end goal right now to me. At least that I know of. And this came out in 2010. Book 2 didn't come out until 2014. And then book 3 came out in 2017. And the new book's coming out this year. So we have like 3 or 4 years in between each book. And it's supposed to be a 10-book series. And it's taken 10 years for the first 4 to come out. Is it going to be over 20 years before this book series is done? Yeah. Oh my god. I hope Brandon Sanderson's still writing in 20 years. That's crazy. I don't know if I'll continue on with the series, but I haven't even like finished this book yet. So I'm going to continue reading. My goal is to reach, my reach goal is to reach 450 tonight. My goal is to reach 400, and I don't know if that'll happen. I have 180 pages to get to that, so I'll update you guys when I've read more. Hi guys, it's a new day, different black sweatshirt on, though I know I was wearing a black sweatshirt yesterday. I fell asleep yesterday, and now I'm only on page 310. This book is so boring. So I'm having a really hard time focusing on it, especially at night. So like last night it was 10 o'clock and I fell asleep reading. 300 pages in and I still don't know what the point of this book is. I swear I've been up and like doing things, but it looks like I've just not moved from this couch in 2 days. But I took a break for lunch and I watched some YouTube videos, answered some emails. I got Kerrigan Byrne's new arc and I'm so excited. I got denied it on Edelweiss and then I emailed the publisher and was like, hey, because I know people have been getting the NetGalley widget and they sent it to me, so I'm very excited. But we're here to talk about some fantasy, not some historical romance. So I'm on page 390 and it's fine still. I still am just like, I like Cal's perspective way more than like the king and like the king's like cousins who are like his guards, whatever. I honestly couldn't care less about those chapters. But like Cal's are just dragging out so much. So still, I've read the equivalent of a book. And there's been no climax, there's been no major thing they're working towards, so yeah. I'll read some more. The chapters are pretty short, which I'm appreciating, though the one I'm on right now is really long. They're typically like 12 pages, which I like. I don't like super long chapters, so. I need to go find some more fantasy booktubers, so get some better recs. Like, I love Elliot Brooks. Her channel is fabulous. I love watching her videos. I know Kristen from Super Space Chick reads a lot of fantasy, and Reagan from Peruse Project reads a lot of fantasy. I just subscribed to Daniel Green for the first time. I guess he's like a huge fantasy booktuber and I had no idea. So I'll watch some of his videos, catch up on a couple of his old ones. But if you have any other fantasy booktubers, adult fantasy booktubers, let me know and I will subscribe. So I've been procrastinating, but I'm finally picking it back up. I'm on page 430. It's part 3 now. And we have a new character and I'm just like, we're literally almost halfway through this giant book and now you're giving us a new perspective and I don't know who this person is, why they're important, what they're talking about. But it's fine. I'm definitely gonna take a break after today, so I'm gonna read as much as I can today, hopefully get more than 500 because I can definitely reach that goal today because I'm on 430 right now and it's like 340 right now, so I'll read as much as I can, but then I'm gonna read a couple of different things and then try to come back to this. So I'll update you guys probably once more, maybe twice more, and then you'll see me in a few days. Hi guys, so it's Sunday and I've picked this back up. I don't remember when I stopped. Wednesday I think I stopped and then I read some books, posted a new vlog, and now I read today and I'm on page 640. Things are starting to pick up and I feel like I know the secret about Cal's character, and I've kind of thought about that when they referenced a few things a while ago. And it's just coming to light, and I think that's gonna connect to Shallan's chapters, possibly. And I'm kind of still bored with his background chapters, like flashing to the past of like how he became a soldier. It took us 600 pages to get to him becoming a soldier. So yeah. We don't have more of the king anymore, which I'm glad because those chapters were boring. Still pretty boring. Chantel finished and told me she's gonna rate it 2 or 3 stars because she was still bored to tears the entire time. So we'll see. I was reading more today and was trying not to fall asleep. So I have less than 500 pages to go. Like 440 pages sounds so manageable, so much better, but it's still a lot. So I'm hoping to finish within the next few days. But my next master's class is starting tomorrow, so we'll see how much time I have to read. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Look how precious Lily is. Hello, Darcy's over there too. Look how cute they are. Hi guys, so let me get my book. My bookmark just came out. Anyways, what page was I on? I was like on 7 something. I was around like 740 something. And Miss Darcy's asking for attention. Yes, so I'm in the middle of a battle scene, but I'm about 250 pages from the end, so I'm 3/4 of the way through, and I feel like 250 pages feels so manageable, so I don't feel as intimidated reading this, but it's still pretty boring. I feel like with a couple characters, we got to like a huge scene, and then like forgot about it. Like Kaladin's character, something like major happened, and then it's like he's back to normal life of where we were in the beginning of the book, and I was like, okay, what was the point of that happening? Because I thought something was going to be revealed, and then like we just skipped over it. And then same with Shallan's character, like something huge happened and then it's like, oh, okay, now this is gonna happen, okay, bye. Like, what? So it's still boring, but I feel like I'm reading it faster because I'm close to the end. Even though I'm 250 pages away from the end, I feel super close to the end. It's better than like 500 pages, so that's happening. I'm almost done. It's not gonna be a favorite, definitely, and not even close to a favorite fantasy either. Mistborn was so much better than this, so we'll see if this ending is as amazing as everybody says it is. Hi, Darcy. Look how cute she is. Oh, we got some Lily going on. Hi, guys. So I am currently on page 786. So I have just over 200 pages left. So I'm super close to being done. I look a mess right now. Sorry. It's like 9 o'clock on a Monday. We're at another battle scene, and I know you guys are just like, why don't you just stop if you don't like it? It's just, I need to finish this. I'm determined to finish it. Everybody loves it. People say the ending is worth it, and I want to be able to say I read a 1,000-page book, even though it's so boring. It was getting better, and like I said, like they were getting like some places with these characters, and then it just went back to being boring, and now we're at another battle, and I'm like, I don't care that we're in a 10-page battle right now. I don't care. Give me back to my main characters and like let them do stuff, which they're not doing anymore. So I really hope this ending is good. Darcy is tired of this as well. She's like, let's just go to bed. So I'm gonna take this upstairs and hopefully not fall asleep reading and finish it tomorrow. I swear to God, I need to finish it tomorrow. I don't really get it. I don't know what I'm missing. I just don't like slow books. And like, I feel like any other genre, people are like, wow, that was really slow. I didn't like it. But like for fantasy, I don't know if it's like okay to be slow, but I don't know. Does fantasy have permission to be slow because it's like building, but it's not even world building. We're just like building the characters. There's no plot. So I like fantasy. This just fantasy's not doing it for me. But I did get in the mail the second book to City of Brass, Kingdom of Copper. Possibly. I don't remember the book too, but I got it and I'm excited to read that. So, and I have an N.K. Jemisin book I want to try out. So the 5th season, but I heard another one of her books is really good because of the romance. And Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson came in. So if you think I'll enjoy any of those better than this, please let me know. Hi. Hi. Look at that face. Hi guys. So I have 150 pages left. I'm so close to finishing this dang book and still nothing is happening. This has been leading up to something with Callan's character for like 600 pages, really like 200 pages maybe, that like they've been planning something and they still are not doing it. Seriously guys, like what is this big thing that's gonna happen at the end? Or like all the storylines have not intertwined yet? Like are they gonna all culminate and you're like mind's blown how everything's related? I don't know. Is it really not the same time period that this is all happening? But I think it is. I don't know. And so I'm gonna not sleep tonight until I finish this dang book. So I'll probably up to you when I'm done. I'll let you know if it was worth it or not. This is what happens when I have 1 lab and 2 dogs. My sister's going to the dentist, so Darcy's mad. Lily was here first and Darcy fit herself in there. Look at that cutesy. I know. Okay, so I have 70 pages left, and I feel like the last 70 pages is just gonna be the continuation of this huge battle that's been happening for like 70 pages already. So I think what people are saying is that the end of this book gets good because it's a battle that stuff actually happens in, because the rest of this book is just a bunch of battles where nothing happens, and in this one things start happening, and I'm like, what is the point of all the battles where nothing happened? And I don't know. I'm interested to see how this ends. At this point, I'm not picking up book 2. No, I don't like war-driven fantasy, and this one is literally all war. Like, I like Game of Thrones, the show, but it's because of the dynamics of all the characters and all the political alliances. Even though I don't really like politics, I liked it in Game of Thrones. And in this, there's not a lot of politics going on, like at all, just with like 2 characters. Maybe that's it. And it's not like we have kings fighting over something. I don't even like know. I think they're fighting them because they killed someone important. And that's it. So I don't know what they're fighting over. Are they trying to get something? I don't know what happens when someone wins this war. Maybe I just don't know war tactics enough to understand this book, but okay, I'm gonna try to finish. I'm done. I reached page 1001 of this dang book, and now I want to read book 2. I'm so annoyed. I feel like good things happened in the last 50 pages, and now I'm like, why is everything starting to happen at page 950? And now I'm like, well, they're gonna try to go after this person. I'm like, well, what's gonna happen to that person? And now all these people are going to this place, and I'm like, what's gonna happen when they're all in this place? I don't know. I'm gonna have to read book 2. And I'm so annoyed. I feel like this was a prequel to the actual book to show us how everybody got to this place, and this is what's gonna happen when it all comes together in the final novel, or like in the actual story. So I'm annoyed. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars. The ending makes me want to give it like 3.5, because like I'm invested in these characters now. I really like Dalinar. I don't know if that was his name, Dalinar. I like him a lot. I like Kaladin a lot. Shallan's growing on me, and I'm like, well, what's going on there? Is it Shallan? I'm pretty sure it's Shallan. So like, now I care about the characters after 1,000 freaking pages, and I want to know what's gonna happen to them. But do I want to read another 1,000 pages of this story? No, but I want to, and I'm so annoyed at these feelings, because now I'm like, well, I have to know what happens next, right? Because like, he had to leave it on a cliffhanger. He had 1,000 pages to tell us what was gonna happen, and he doesn't. He's gonna leave it on a cliffhanger. So I'm very annoyed by how slow it was. I definitely did not need to be that slow. We did not need that many chapters, especially of Kaladin, like being the bridge carrier. I don't remember what they're called. I think it's bridge carrier. But I absolutely loved him at the end with his crew, but I feel like we didn't need all that. And we didn't need all, I mean, I get why a lot of it was there to build up to this point, but we did not need all of that, honestly. But like, I liked it now. Like, you just watched me go through 900 pages complaining and hating it, and now I'm like, but it's good. But like, 900 pages of bad with 100 kind of pages of good, is that worth it? And it's not bad, it just was boring and slow, and I was slogging through it. But now I'm like, what's gonna happen to all these characters I spent 1,000 pages with? So I'm very annoyed. If you want me to read book 2, let me know, if you're invested in this journey of mine. But I can say I've read 1,000-page fantasy. Every page. It took me 6 full days, I think, to read this. I originally had planned to spend 3 days reading this, but I was only getting like 200 pages a day done. So that's this vlog. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you want me to read book 2, maybe you guys can convince me. Is book 2 faster? Let me know. I think there's 3 out right now, but I did this for you guys. Really, I did it for myself, because I actually did want to read this, and I thought I would really like it, because it's literally, everybody raves about it, but it was way too slow in my opinion. But the ending wasn't like amazing, but the ending made me want to read more, which is annoying. Ugh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go and edit this vlog and just be proud that I finished this. And now I'm gonna go read some romance and make my heart happy. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching, and bye.